I want to say something that sounds a little obnoxious. I hope I don't come across as a D-bag, but bear with me. Um, I help a lot of famous people, like movie stars and rock stars, overcome depression and anxiety, right? It's a daily struggle. Now, the reason I say that is because so often people think, man, if I had that life, then I'd feel better. And there's some logic to it, right? If you have depression and you feel unheard and you feel lonely, then obviously you see someone worshipped by millions, well, that would cure you. Or more common, you have financial issues. It causes anxiety to not have money to pay your bills. You see someone worth $10 million and you go, that would solve my problems right there. Now, let me address each of those things. I honestly, if you have financial issues, yeah, money solves your financial problems. There's no doubt. However, stick with me. Depression and anxiety will change and move around in other areas of your life. Now, I've experienced this myself. You might have experienced this without even realizing it. I mean, there's probably times where you said, man, if I could just date that girl, and you start dating them. And then after a while, it fizzles out. Or you're like, oh, if I could save up and buy that new car, and you get a new car and it's exciting for a month or two, and then you don't really care about your new car and you feel the same. So the reason I say all this is no matter what's going on in your life, you have to maintain your mental health. Just like your physical health. Same thing. You got to eat right and go to the gym for your physical health. You have to do the things for your mental state. Otherwise, guess what? You could get all the stuff. You could get whatever you want, and it will come roaring back. This happened to me. I'm a screenwriter by trade. We're on strike, so I got some free time, so I'm doing this. But throughout my 20s, I was struggling. I had big dreams, and all of a sudden, one day, overnight, I sell a screenplay. I'm 29 years old. I got a 2-picture deal here. I got a movie set up at this studio. I got gorgeous girlfriend, the car I always wanted, everything. And believe me, it fixed me for a good month or two. It really did. I mean, I had worked hard. I had big dreams and believed in myself, and I was enjoying it. But then, boom, I had the worst panic attack of my life. I remember I was driving down the street and I couldn't breathe. And I started thinking out of nowhere, I'm going to die someday. I'm going to die. I was obsessed with the fact I was going to die someday. I never worried about that before because I had other problems. I had more immediate problems. Like, I was such a loser. I had like going to jail problems. Or after that, I graduated to just not being able to pay my bills problems. So I say all this as a plea to you. If you have mental health issues, stay on top of it on a daily basis. If you think you might have some mental health issues, there's no shame in it. It's common and it's treatable. Please find some program to address these things. I'm going to make another video with like basic tips, like a very simple program. I'm not selling anything. It's not a course. Never sold anything, never will. I'm going to make another video outlining what I do and what others do. Otherwise, if something works for you, don't put it aside, okay? This is a daily thing we have to maintain. Because that comparison, oh, that guy down the street, if I had a car like that, or oh man, if I had their house, that's just a way for you to fool yourself into staying miserable. And I don't want you to do that. Anyways,